Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Demo Jam covering commerce and marketing cloud apps on the AppExchange. Marketing apps on the AppExchange. My name is Jeff Grosse. I'm a Salesforce MVP, and I'm joined by my ever popular co-host, Joshua Hoskins, who's also a fellow of Salesforce MVP. Joshua, how you doing today?
Great, Jeff. Glad to be here and ready to rock and roll this demo jam.
It is. We got some great ones in there today. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of goods they have to show. We've always got the amazing Amanda Nelson with us from the App Exchange as well. She is always here with us. She's kind of our, well, actually, we're her co-hosts alongside her. She runs the show, but Amanda, say hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited. It's funny how, Jeff, you and I were talking about like every third Thursday is an epic day because it's Demo Jam Day.
It is. We kind of get psyched up about this because it's a fun day to see new stuff. We got some great new ones today in here. And you know what? We've also got some other news for everybody who's been following along the Demo Jam for a long time. I think we broke the internet because we got a new hashtag. If you go out on Twitter, you guys can follow us live. It's called hashtag Demo Jam. Makes sense, doesn't it? So you guys can definitely go out there and follow along with us. If you've got questions for any of our demoers today, just use the hashtag DemoJam. We will be able to take those questions and ask them of our demoers. But before we can go, we got to tell you who we got on this show today. We've got MOBA Phi, Evariant, Akeneo, Yotpo, Checkoutcom, and Pepperjam. Now, we've got some rules to how the Demo Jam goes, and my friend Joshua here, you're going to tell us exactly how those rules go.
Sure, Jeff, all these years, and the rules are still exactly the same. Every demo contestant will get 3 minutes and only 3 minutes to demo their app. 0 slides will be allowed, and there will only be one and only one winner that's chosen by you, our audience. And again, for the partners on the phone, you cannot vote for your own company. Jeff, are we ready to rumble?
Just about. I have to let everybody know, sometimes I forget to tell everybody this, but you guys who are in our audience right now, we have a couple of little timers that go off in here, and it just keeps our demos on track. So at the 2.5 minute mark, you're going to hear this. That means they got 30 seconds to finish up the demo, and if they happen to go over that time, we'll hear this sound. But we know that they've been practicing. And so without further ado, let's jump into it. Akeneo, they are the global leader in product information management solutions that enable retailers and corporate brands to deliver a consistent, enriched customer experience across all sales channels, including e-commerce, mobile, print, and retail point of sale. Akeneo's open source enterprise PIM dramatically improves product data quality and accuracy while simplifying and accelerating product catalog management. Akeneo recently received an investment round from Salesforce Ventures. So you know Salesforce has been looking at these guys. We're going to see today exactly what John Evans, product marketing director there, has to show us. John, are you ready to kick it off and be our first demo for the January Demo Jam?
Yes, I am.
All right, your 3 minutes begins now.
All right, thanks everybody. Akeneo PIM helps merchants centralize and harmonize all their product information and spread it to all their sales channels. Its objective is to help merchants deliver a compelling product experience to increase conversion rate while decreasing returns and enhancing customer satisfaction. Let's take a quick look. Here we start the PIM in the dashboard that shows the status of our catalog. Julia is a catalog manager at Zaro. Selection on her e-commerce website and in Marketplace. If I now go to the product grid, I can see my whole catalog by selecting categories. I've got several hundred products, but as Julia is just in charge of fashion, she's just going to select the clothing products. Her category access can also be controlled by permissions. The completeness level on each product tells her which products need additional enrichment to publish a catalog for the Christmas collection. Channels are the end destinations for the product data, like a marketplace or an e-commerce website hosted on Salesforce Commerce Cloud, and locales handle the languages. we see that completeness differs from one channel to another and from one locale to another. Julia needs to enrich a Evariant product to make the catalog complete and ready to be published to her Commerce Cloud website. She clicks on the incomplete product model and fills in the missing attributes. In Akeneo, our product model handles products with variants, like this jersey that has different colors and different sizes. And she quickly sees that it is missing a required description. Common attributes in the product model will replicate for each SKU so that Julia doesn't have to copy and paste the same content for each size and color combination, which saves time and reduces errors. She can compare the content from a channel to another or from a locale to another and enter a description that creates emotion in the buyer, letting her focus on creating the product experience and improving time to market. Once the product is complete, the collection is now ready for export. With the Akeneo certified cartridge for Commerce Cloud, Julia will connect to the business manager and run manual or automatic jobs to fetch the product catalog data that she just enriched in Akeneo. If this were an incremental update, it would only export changes since the last export. Once complete, when we switch to the product edit page in Commerce Cloud, we see the fully populated Christmas catalog from Akeneo PIM ready to be sold on her e-commerce website. Joint customers such as Sephora, Egg, Pimkey, and Camping World are using Akeneo and Commerce Cloud together to deliver compelling product experiences to drive great customer experiences that increase conversions, reduce returns, and accelerate time to market. Thanks very much.
There you go, right on time. Good job. So I actually just got a little bit more introduction to Commerce Cloud last week when I was at some partner training from Salesforce. And now this makes more sense to me because as I look at this, you've got 935 products out there in progress. And when you think about the number of products you've got, the variants, the different languages, all the catalogs, all the different times of release, there's a lot to keep track of. And it looks like what Akeneo does is brings together all of the things that you need to do to be able to launch in all of those different e-commerce sites, keeps it all together, makes sure that you can copy information without having to go ahead and to retype it, copy and paste it from one place to another. That's fantastic, and I can see why this is really useful to a lot of your customers out there. Good job.
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. When you think about the different combinations of all of your products, you think about thousands of products, you think about different assortments that are delivered on e-commerce versus in a marketplace or in a print catalog. The copying, the pasting there that was done automated in the product is one way, but we also have a business rules engine that you can use to actually set attribute values based on business rules. And that actually further simplifies the work and actually accelerates the time to market and reduces the amount of work and increases the productivity of your catalog managers or your marketers who are responsible for keeping track of this information.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the quality of putting it out there is going to be challenging to keep track of across all of those different variants across the catalog. So fantastic job. I'm going to turn it over to Amanda, see what we got out there for questions from our audience today.
Yes, great demo. Thank you for that today. The question is around past e-commerce. Can this be used for other channels besides e-commerce?
Yes, absolutely. Most of our customers are in an omni-channel or multi-channel environment, and they may have started with one channel like a print catalog, and they're moving into an online world. That's particularly common amongst our B2B customers. Our B2C customers may also start with their e-commerce website, but also have a mobile app, or they have a kiosk in store. We're also starting to see a lot of companies think about vocal assistants and chatbots, and how do they then put the right information in their catalog to put it in context, given the sales channel that their buyers are going to be using to interact with them. So by all means, yes, Kineo PIM can be used to serve a multi-channel environment, and it was designed that way right from the start.
Well, thanks, John, for kicking us off today with the first demo. Great job, and it's time to go over to Joshua.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Thanks, and great demo, guys. Next up, we've got Checkout.com. Checkout.com helps companies accept more payments around the world through one integration, Their unified payments processing platform features in-country acquiring, relevant payment methods, feature parity across geographies, fraud filtering, and report features all in one API. Their payment experts with global business, their payment experts work with global businesses like TransferWise, Nespresso, Deliveroo, Easy Group, and many more. Today, we've got James joining us, and he's going to show us just exactly how Checkout.com works. James, are you out there?
Hi, yes, I am here. Hi, Joshua.
Awesome. James, your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Thank you. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to talk you through Checkout.com's 6 success factors. So factor 1, speed. Our Salesforce Commerce Cloud cartridge enables access to all supported payment methods via our single API. It took a matter of hours to connect the pipes, to test transactions, and a few days to bake us into their checkout flow here for the modist. Factor 2, reliability. By operating the entire technology stack, gateway, acquiring, and processing, we've minimized the API calls and hops between data centers, thus reducing points of failure. Factor 3, conversion rates. By running the newest payments technology stack, we have a complete data visibility, which has enabled us to develop card scheme-specific messaging for authorization and capture events, resulting in increased conversions across our merchant base. Factor 4, safety. By combining our rich data set and risk engine, we make machine learning driven decisions on the safety of each transaction to reduce fraud. For merchants particularly prone to fraud, we work with specialist partners who indemnify the protection they provide. Factor 5, adaptability. Data is at the core of our platform, and the hub is where we bring it all together for our merchants. Here is the dashboard, which is where we can see the KPIs for the business, so revenue, approved sales, and customers. We give a sense for refunds, disputes, which are chargebacks that have come through card schemes. We also then summarize this via the different payment methods the merchant has used and the currencies that we've been accepting those payments in. The merchant can drill further down into payments, so looking at specific transactions, history of each customer, including their lifetime value, payout statements, and reports. Now, while Visa and MasterCard are fundamentals, many of our listeners, especially depending on where you're sitting right now, will already know that regions such as Australia, China, and Euro-paying countries see a large proportion of online purchases made via local payment methods. We support a broad set of major card schemes, digital wallets, and alternative payment methods across 150 different currencies. Now, with the growth of the subscription economy, tokenization of card details is critical and can be reused for recurring billing or returning customers. And here is an example of a granular transactions report, which could either be pulled via the hub or through our reporting API. We also provide the ability to update downstream systems in real time via webhooks. And factor 6, by consolidating the 4-party model that most competitors have, we're able to pass on the lowest rates in the industry to our merchants. So in closing, Checkout.com delivers on 6 success factors enterprise scale merchants need: speed, reliability, conversion, safety, adaptability, and cost.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Right in there. You know, those success factors are really, really important when you look at choosing a payment platform, because all of them go right in hand with the customer experience. So to see that you've got one platform integrated from a global perspective that's able to cater to the customer local to their country with their relevant payment methods at the right time and at the right place is really easy. And also modern technology and security that's offered with credit card tokenization and things like that. Those are really, really great best practices, and it helps people be safe with storing data on Salesforce, because you're not actually storing the information. If you need to, you could store the token instead. So this is really great information. It looks like you got a great tool out there. Thank you so much. Amanda, what questions do we have for Checkout.com?
Sure, yes, thank you, Checkout, for the demo today. So the question is, do you support different currencies, and how does that work?
Yes, we do. So we support 150 different currencies. Depending on where the company's entity is based, we can settle quite often what's known as like for like. So if we take a payment in AED in the UAE, we'll settle in UAE. Also, if they want us to do FX, we can do that and put it into, say, USD.
Nice, very flexible. Cool. Thank you so much for the demo, checkout.com. Jeff, over to you.
All right. Next up, Evariant. They are on a mission to move healthcare ahead. They spent over a decade creating healthcare's only Patients for Life platform that enables providers to optimize growth through smarter patient acquisition and retention. Armed with actionable intelligence, healthcare providers achieve high-value service line growth, extend patient lifetime value, and improve network utilization and planning. To show us how exactly that works, I've got Bill Hill here. He is from Solution Engineering there at Evariant. Bill, are you ready to show us how this works?
I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, take it away. Your 3 minutes begins now.
So healthcare impacts all of us. Being part of a company bringing innovative solutions to complex issues that impact every person on this phone is something that inspires me. Hospitals face competition from CVS and Aetna, from Amazon, from Minute Clinics. All of that's happening while loyalty tends to shift and patients are becoming consumers. So being able to, to target the right people, to find them, to help guide them through a process, to help them in their care journey is what we're focusing on so that we can actually find, guide, and keep patients and have patients for life. So marketers have to find the right people, right? So this is a managed package sitting on top of Salesforce where I'm looking at demographic data as well as the hospital's data. I'm looking at this data set for this area, but I'm not going to start a campaign for this whole area. I want to narrow that down. So we have built over 200 different propensity models that help us focus on who might be a likely candidate to need a hip or a knee replacement, right? So I want to focus that in a specific area. So maybe I'm going to Atlantic City. I'm not going to look at that whole area. I want to go to Atlantic City. And I want to pull the top 30% or the top 3 deciles of people who are likely candidates for me to target. We're building this off of demographic data, off of the hospital's data that we're bringing in. We're looking at payer mix because payer mix makes a huge difference. Bringing in new consumers makes a big difference. The likelihood of insurance versus Medicare can be the difference of 20% margin for a hospital. So I make sure that I grab the right group of people. I focus my attention on them. But then I want to be able to know what's happening with these campaigns, right? So I'm running campaigns, I'm targeting the right people. I want to make sure that I can then track the progress so I can see leads that are coming in. And this is a campaign dashboard for a broad set of campaigns. I can look at my best next action. What are the top available opportunities? What are other campaigns that I should be running based on my history? What could we expect based on to run some of these other campaigns? So I want to look at what's happening today. Maybe I want to look at what's in flight. I want to be able to make a decision in real time to know what's working and what isn't. So I want to take a look at my campaign that's in flight. It's a little off pace. I want to take a look at what's going on, what clicks are hitting, what forms, what appointments have been set up, looking at some really specific categories of keywords and tactics. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I can come back and be able to justify to my organization the money we're spending, right? So we have to be able to track success, tie this to the patient and household lifetime value. We provide a best next action to key constituents at the moment of decision. We combine the power of Salesforce's platform with Evariant's ability to consume data and provide insights. Thank you.
Right at time, but I tell you, Bill, you had me at demographics and dashboards. Holy cow. I was looking at exactly what you had up here, and with the right data behind it, the visualization, the ability to understand how impactful your campaigns are, where they are ahead and behind, utilizing color, utilizing trends. These are some graphics I've never seen before, and I really like the way it brings the data to life. Because again, if you think about the way we've operated for years, we look at spreadsheets, we look at dashboards that are coming from data lakes that might not even be that fresh. You're looking at fresh information in here up to date with campaigns and exactly what people are doing. You got all that demographic stuff where when you started breaking down the deciles and propensity, and wow, I'm pretty amazed, frankly, of what I see here.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. Millions and billions of rows of data, thousands of campaigns run that help us create those impressions and know that next best action, which is really what we're focused on.
That's fantastic. But what I want to find out is, Amanda, what does our audience want to know more about what we can do utilizing this kind of information?
Yeah, they're really excited about it too. So the question is, can this apply to other industries besides healthcare?
Healthcare is unique in that it's very high stakes. So in a manufacturing setting, if I make a table wrong, I can scrap that one and do another one, right? Healthcare tends to want to buy from healthcare vendors. So we don't focus anywhere other than healthcare. The expansion that we think about might be into payer organizations because there's so much overlap. But we're focused on healthcare. Healthcare is where we see the value of being able to drive these metrics to really help change healthcare in the United States, to bring patients and physicians greater value over time. They're marketing to you, they're reaching out to you, but they know that we're, as consumers, we have more choice than ever, and so that we're focusing on helping them find the right people to provide the right value.
Bill, you had me at a good-looking dashboard, so great job on the demo today. Thanks for being our third contestant on the Demo Jam. Everybody, stick around. We got 3 more, and you guys, our audience, are going to be the ones who are voting on who wins today's Demo Jam. So, without further ado, turning it back over to Joshua.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jeff. Next up, we've got MOBA Phi. MOBA Phi is a front end as a service for building customer-first digital experiences through progressive web apps, accelerated mobile pages, and native apps. Retailers and brands use MOBA Phi to build progressive web apps that deliver fast, friction-free experiences across mobile, tablet, and desktop to immediately increase revenue. Everyone likes the sound of increasing revenue almost immediately. And we've got John on the line to tell us just exactly how you can do that for these customers on the phone. Is that right, John?
Awesome. Thanks so much, Joshua. Appreciate it. Hey, everybody. Mobify is a front-end service that helps teams build, evolve, and run great shopping experiences for their customers using progressive web apps. So what I wanted to start with is show you a little bit about what a progressive web app actually is. So this is Payless. They use Commerce Cloud to power all their e-commerce functionality. But on top of that, what they're actually doing is using Mobify's front-end as a service to launch a progressive web app for their mobile shoppers. And when I think about a progressive web app, I really think about native-like experiences delivered through the web. So here I'm just on Payless's website. I'm not, on any special app or anything like that. Let's look at a few other examples. So here's Pandora. Again, they're a Commerce Cloud customer. You'll notice as I navigate between the different home page, category listing page, and product description pages, everything loads in insanely quickly. And this is because under the hood, we're using a lot of cool new web technologies, superpowers that have just recently been made available in web browsers. Let's just go through one more. This is Lancome. Again, this is just their website. So they're a Commerce Cloud customer, and they're using Mobify on top of Commerce Cloud to power their progressive web app. So if you dig into some of these products, they've actually got some really cool features. You can try some of this stuff live on, features that would normally only be available inside native apps are now available through the web. So I want to talk a little bit about how folks are actually building that stuff. So let's switch over to some code here, because I know that's what everybody likes, right? So what does Mobify actually provide? We provide a series of software development toolkits that allow folks to quickly build PWAs. In this case, what I just wanted to show really quick is we have a connector which works on top of Salesforce Commerce Cloud using its Okapi API to pull in data. And so what I can actually do is run that code locally on my computer. So I've just got a dev server here set up with a basic Salesforce Commerce Cloud instance, and I'm using kind of our reference store, pulling in a bunch of products and just browsing around that. So, once a developer would be happy with what they had built out, they can use our web interface to publish things to production. We have a cloud hosting environment where everything kind of ends up deployed. So you're always just a few clicks away from taking things live so your shoppers can start seeing it. And then, from there, your site is deployed live on a URL that all your shoppers can see. So if you want to know a little bit more about Mobify, you can check out a couple things. We've got our docs.mobify.com developer-facing site or our marketing site. And actually, one more thing that I should just really quickly mention is, not only do PWAs work great on mobile, but they work great on tablet and desktop as well. So thanks so much. That's Mobify.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Right in there under time. You know what I really love? This may be weird, but when you showed code, like it's not very common that we show code in these type of demo jams, but that was the sexiest part for me, just because it shows the flexibility and the fact that you have developer oriented documentation for developers to quickly develop on your platform with items that are very useful and relevant is a great way to start increasing the revenue for myself at a very, very efficient pace. So
How did I know
that is
you were going to
awesome.
geek out about that, Joshua? I knew it.
I can't stop talking about it. Developer
I
at heart.
know.
Thanks.
But anyways, in the case, UI is always so, I call it when I'm doing development very subjective, right? And so there's a lot of developers who would care to spend a lot of time in the phase where you're actually developing the mock-ups and doing iterations and agile development. But with this tool, you could actually iterate very, very quickly. As opposed to having all of those larger iterations with all of the other code bases. So I see a lot of potential in this, and I do thank you for attending the demo jam today, because this is the first that I've seen of this, and it looks like you've got quite a long way to go in terms of features and functionality that you can build into it. Amanda, what questions do we have for the audience?
Yeah, you're impressing the audience, you're impressing the host. Good job. The question is around results. So what kind of results are customers seeing when they roll out your product?
Yeah, sure. So we see a few different things. Kind of at the end of the day, a lot of what folks care about is revenue uplift. So for a lot of customers launching a mobile PWA, we're seeing revenue lifts of up to 20%. So how are we actually achieving that? There's a few different things. With the Mobify Progressive Web App, we find that time that it takes to complete key tasks for shoppers, like finding a product, adding something to bag, or completing a purchase, goes down. So shoppers can complete their tasks, up to 50% faster. And part of how we allow this to happen too is because we see the rate of change. So the rate that folks are iterating and making changes to their shopping experiences go up significantly. So our best customers, are deploying, more than once daily. So they're changing their user experience all the time, and that's just allowing them to act on opportunities that they have to improve their shopping experience.
That is awesome. Multiple deployments a day. You can't ask for anything better than that as a developer. Thank you so much. And over to you, Jeff, for our almost last contestant, I believe. Please
I
do.
know, we got
stay
two
tuned,
left. Yeah.
because you guys will be able to vote, and you also want to be able to keep your mobile device handy as well. Jeff, over to you.
Good teaser for that. Next up, we've got Pepperjam. Today's concentrated marketing landscape requires a simplified means to diversify your digital marketing approach. Pepperjam provides you with the intuitive technology and service expertise necessary to discover, reach, and convert high-value customers while driving a strong return on ad spend and protecting your brand integrity. I've got Katie Sperkland and Chrissy Kammerer here today. They are going to be our demoers. Ladies, are you ready to do the demo?
Ready.
Jump in. Let's go. 3 minutes now.
Hi, this is Katie at Pepperjam. Hey, Katie, it's Chrissy from Chrissy's Underwater Basket Weaving Worldwide.
Oh, hey, Chrissy, it's great to hear from you. How can I help you?
So I'm no stranger to digital marketing, but I was thrilled when I learned that I could easily integrate with you for a pay-performance affiliate marketing program through Salesforce Commerce Cloud cartridge. My program is up and running, as you know, but I need to find new publishers that are going to help bring my social, search, and content campaigns into the affiliate channel. Can you help me with that?
Sure. So let's jump into our publisher recommendation engine and talk through the specifics about what you're looking for.
Okay.
So before we drill into the specifics, what you have in mind, I wanted to point out our recommendation page here. And it's tailored recommendations based on the information that you input in your launch phase so that you can find the best partners possible.
Cool.
So let's jump over to the publisher search. What are the minimum monthly site visits you're looking for?
So I need publishers with a lot of traffic so they can remind the market that underwater is the only place you can weave baskets. You know what I mean?
Totally. So let's go with a minimum of 10,000 monthly site visits. And what do you think about social impact? This field lets you specify the minimum social following that publisher results have.
So I also need a large social impact. Now, I was thinking about 5,000 followers across all social channels. Let's keep the results in the US and let's specify that we're searching for publishers that I currently have zero relationship with on the platform. Does that make sense?
Got it. So United States, no relationship, and paid search.
Sounds good to me.
So here's all of the results that you get. What do you think about Business Insider?
Wow, that looks good to me.
Yeah, so when we come over here, we can click on them and get more details, and it looks like they have all of the things that you're looking for in a program. So you can work with them in a paid search environment. They have pretty strong social channels and a very, very impressive amount of average monthly site visits.
Cool. That sounds exactly like what I'm looking for. Let's invite them.
Cool. So I come over here and I click invite, and then I can automatically send an invite to them right here in the platform.
That's amazing.
Then you choose a commission structure that you previously generated in the dashboard. And as a reminder, you can set up a dynamic commission structure and employ our dynamic attribution tool directly in the platform. Customers can on a deeper level than just total order value and last click.
Absolutely. I actually set those up that I can maintain control of my margins specifically.
Exactly, and dynamic commissioning and attribution tools also fuel goals like increased AOV, new customers, or simply driving more revenue, all within our reporting suite. So once Business Insider accepts your invitation, they immediately have access to your tracking links to promote underwater basket weaving, and they'll earn commission percentage that you specified to agree for each sale. You can also email them right here in the platform.
Let's get my mic back on. Right there at time, ladies. You know what? This is new stuff to me, but wow. The fact that you've got all of that ability to specify exactly what kind of reach you want to have, where exactly you want to focus that, how much influence the viewers or the platforms are going to have. I'm amazed by the way you were able to use all that filtering to get down to exactly where your impact is going to be. Because I can imagine, again, not knowing this world that well, but trying to find exactly where you should be putting those dollars is going to be pretty challenging to do. And now you can see exactly what their impact is going to be. You've got the invite built right in. They have a connection directly back to you so that they know exactly what kind of advertiser you're going to be and what you're looking for. Man, fantastic stuff. Good job on the demo.
Thank you. Thanks.
Even for a guy who knows Service Cloud and doesn't even understand this stuff that well, you got through to me. Now what we got to do is we're going to see from Amanda what our audience has for questions, and let's see what we get.
Yeah, you get through to me as a marketer. I thought that was really cool. Recognized a lot of the names on that list. So it was really neat how it pulled it out based on that data. The question we have is, how do you pull those sources, those ad networks? Where do they come from, and how do they populate in there?
So what you saw on the list of results, we call them internally publishers. So a publisher has to sign up to be a publisher on our network, and that's when they're available within our search results.
All right, fantastic job, Katie and Chrissy. You made the demo a lot of fun, and I learned something today, so thank you very much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, everybody stick around. We got one more demo, and the one who gets to introduce them is Joshua.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Last but certainly not least, we have Yotpo. Yotpo powers commerce brands. It's a fundamental marketing toolkit to build trust, amplify word of mouth, and nurture deeper customer relationships through user-generated content and loyalty programs. With Yotpo, brands can engage their community and encourage companies to share reviews, photos, refer friends, and make repeat purchases. Yotpo's fully integrated solutions work together to deliver a unified customer experience and greater quality and quantity of content and stronger customer relationships. With us today, we have John, and he's the head of partnerships, and he's going to show us the value that Yotpo can provide your company. Are you out there, John?
I sure am.
All right, over to you. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Thank you, guys. So super excited to show you how Yotpo is changing the way the world's leading commerce brands are really leveraging their biggest marketing asset, and that's really their happy customers. So say you're getting ready for an upcoming hiking trip and you're searching for the best sweatshirt out there. Patagonia comes up on your Google search with reviews in a Google ad that catches your eye. That star rating that you're seeing there in the Patagonia ad are hundreds of reviews that are being collected by Yotpo and injected into that ad via our partnership with Google. So this right here is designed to increase high intent traffic right to your website. So once you get on the product page, most customers are really, one of the first things they're going to want to see is how other like-minded consumers have experienced that product or brand around specific, topics or demographics that matter the most to them. So in this scenario, fit is a very important consideration. Nobody likes to have to return a product because expectations haven't been managed for the fit. While collecting and displaying a ton of reviews could provide a lot of benefits and be very effective in increasing social proof on site, sometimes visitors are distracted and they really just want to see the most relevant review content based on topics that matter the most to them per their interests or needs. So with Yotpo's smart filters on PDPs, as a customer, you can now basically filter reviews by topics that you're essentially most interested in. So this is done by our AI engine, which dynamically selects the topics that we know are going to lead to the highest conversion on site. Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. So you can create highly customizable UGC galleries across different points of the user journey on site, making it very easy for visitors to really discover the brand and really understand, what products they'd be most interested in buying through these UGC experiences, and really making it very easy for them to want to buy that product in a click. So you bought the product you've been longing for, it gets delivered to your house, and 2 weeks later, you receive a perfectly timed review request email asking you to submit a review and upload a picture in a mobile optimized, automatically triggered email. So this is Yotpo's proprietary mail after purchase email, which has the highest conversion rate from shopper to reviewer, as it's all done in mail. Once you've submitted your review, it's really where you can deepen the customer relationship between the brand and the customer after the point of purchase. So consumers can be offered rewards for actions like following on social, joining newsletters, and even better, because you left a 5-star review and had an amazing experience, it's at this exact moment that you want to refer a friend, not in the future or 2 months later. So this is just one use case, but it's really all about building the perfect journey for shoppers at every touch point and really cultivating a community of loyal brand activists. Remember that Patagonia ad that started this whole journey? As the brand, you just paid a lot to acquire that customer. So with Yotpo, you really want to create an ongoing cycle of capturing your happy customers' experiences through UGC to drive traffic on site and increase conversion rates, turn these customers into loyalists by engaging them with incentivized actions and maximizing the lifetime value, and reaching customers through new referrals. So this is all done under one platform.
Time's up. Almost under there, John David. Thank you very much for that. We really appreciate it. You showed a lot in this demo, but what I really enjoyed seeing is the fact that you're able to aggregate all of the reviews and in a single integration get that into to a place in an area where it's consumable by the consumer who's actually searching Google. The ability to do that in a seamless way, I can't even imagine someone trying to do that manually. So if you're able to aggregate it to partners like Google, it opens up opportunities to do that in other places as well. But not only did I see that happening, but your point around the times notification after the shipment arrives, maybe a couple of hours. I'm a big proponent for the right messaging at the right time, the right place for the customer, and that's the perfectly timed way to get the the best feedback is having it timed, certainly X amount of minutes or hours or days, but having that being able to be configured is quite clever. What else do I like about this? Just the fact that you can also collect the reviews directly from an email. And I guess you guys have done a lot of thinking around what actually works and what is the highest conversion rate when you get those types of emails. So great work. It's definitely a great product, and I would love to see it more.
Thank you.
Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Yotpo?
Yeah, great demo. I was watching this thinking, this is what I do. I'm like playing around on all these sites, So it's cool to see the power behind it all. The question is around the customer profile. So what are the different types of customers you work with, and what's ideal for you?
Yeah, it's a great question. So essentially, our bread and butter is truly B2C brands. So whether it's up and coming direct to consumer, digitally native brands, or larger enterprises that are looking to accelerate growth, direct to consumer, the real kind of value proposition is, building a better brand online by engaging your customers and letting their experiences be, the core voice of your brand narrative. So it's very much, fashion, lifestyle, beauty, cosmetics, business to consumer brands that are out there on Commerce Cloud.
Awesome stuff. Well, the time has come. We've seen 6 demos, and it's time to open up the voting. Joshua, let's show them how to vote. We've got 2 different numbers that you can use. All you got to do is grab your cell phone, your mobile phone, and send a text message to either of these numbers. All you have to use is just one letter, A, B, C, D, E, or F. Whoever you think did the best job today, just type a single letter to either of those numbers, and that'll register your vote. If any of you work for these companies, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to vote. This is just for our watching audience out there who are not part of these companies. But we're going to give you a couple of minutes to put those votes in. And Joshua, here's what I'm thinking about. We saw some demos today of things that, well, I was geeking out a little bit with some data and visualization and understanding what kind of information you could pull in and tie to your CRM data. You geeked out when you saw a demo or a developer console, and you were looking at code, and yeah, I was a little lost there, but that's fine. And Amanda even geeked out by seeing all this marketing stuff out there, and this is her world. I think it was a pretty cool demo jam in the sense of having something that each of the 3 of us really dug.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was just thinking to myself here, personally, my experience in the Salesforce ecosystem with 10 plus years, believe it or not, I really haven't worked very closely with a commerce platform. So I'm not very up to speed on Commerce Cloud. So just having these partners here today is just like educating me on what Commerce Cloud can offer and what other customers in the Salesforce ecosystem in this vertical and this industry space are actually doing. I mean, they obviously have needs and demands, and I kind of think sometimes when I'm not as exposed to something, it's just like people are thinking meta about really thinking about how to drive people, like people like Amanda who will look at reviews and make purchasing decisions based upon other people's opinions, and I do that very rarely, but the fact of the matter is now I'm probably going to do it a lot more often.
Well, and the thing is, when we look at the way that these there's so many things that we see out there. We saw some real brands out there who are utilizing these tools that you and I might use every day, and we don't even realize that these particular demoers today are helping power those sites. And I think this is actually one of the first times, Joshua, you and I have been doing this together with Amanda for 3.5 years now. This may be one of the first times that I've never seen any of the demoers today prior to this demo jam.
Yeah, absolutely. Hats off to them. Giving a demo jam is not very easy. You've got to pack a lot of functionality into 3 minutes, no fluff. And I think each of them today, even though we had one or two people who didn't quite make it, we got the gist of their application, and they're all doing very powerful things on the platform.
Oh, they were right in the closing. They were right in the closing sentences there. I mean, I was tempted to go a couple seconds over, but you know what? They were so close. It was
3
right
minutes,
on.
that's it. Just 3
Yeah,
minutes.
well, and as you said, the rules haven't changed over the years, but you know what? It
Three
makes
and
it
a
fun.
half.
I'm hoping, looking to see some of these folks should be coming out to like world tours and other places where we do demo jams. It'd be great to see those folks out there because you know what? It's always fun to see the live audience out there. I wish there was kind of a way that we could bring in all kinds of webcams of everybody who's watching the demo jam today from around the world. I myself am here in North America. Joshua, you're over in India. I think it'd be kind of cool to see the reach that the demo jam has achieved over these 3.5 years. Wouldn't it be cool?
Yay, India. Yes, I mean, we should put a map actually, in like a heat map to
Should.
see where all the demo jams have been. I think that would be an awesome idea, actually.
Well, I think it's right in Amanda's wheelhouse. She could probably come up with that. She's got all the data. It was great having all these folks participate today. And Joshua, are you ready? I think I'm gonna get our drum roll together. Ready? Joshua.
Awesome. And the Demo Jam winner of the Karma Demo Jam for January is Yotpo. Congratulations.
Nice job, Yotpo. Well, nice job, everybody. Yotpo, do you want to jump on and give a little acceptance speech? Because you have won the Demo Jam. You have won a beautiful trophy.
Thank you, guys. It's an honor. You know, it would be a lie if I said I wasn't waiting for this moment my whole life. But overall at Yotpo, we're very excited to be partnering with Salesforce on the Commerce Cloud side of things, the marketing side of things, the Service Cloud side of things. So lots of exciting product and marketing initiatives in 2019. And whether it's with your SI partner or with your Salesforce reps, we have existing relationships across that whole ecosystem and community. And so we're just very honored and extremely happy to be a player in it and kind of help propel commerce forward through our partnership.
Well, fantastic. Awesome. Everybody has done a great job. Go ahead, Joshua.
I said awesome. It was great having you, and also everyone else on the Demo Jam has done a great job as well. So thank you for all the other partners in the commerce and marketing apps ecosystem. It's just mind-blowing, this demo, for sure, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. And to close us out today, tell us what's coming up next, Amanda. What's going on?
Yes, what's going on is same time, same place next month, which is the third Thursday, February 21. We will have admin apps. So come on back or tell your Salesforce admins in your companies to join us for admin apps demo jam on February 21. Then March 8th, I'm not going to be there. I don't know if you guys are, but London's Calling is happening on March 8th, and we will have a demo jam. So, Joshua, are you going to be at that one?
I'm not planning on it yet, but I'm not ruling it out. I wouldn't mind going. Joshua, you going to be there?
Normally I would, but I decided to sit this one out. I did 600,000 miles last year, and I'm trying to do just a tad bit less this year. Just a tad bit.
Golly. Okay,
yeah,
well, we're going to have lots of friends out there at London's Calling, aren't we?
We
Absolutely.
are. Francis Pindar will be there. He's hosted a bunch of demo jams. He's great. So come to London's Calling if you're in the area for that.
Jody
and then we have
there as well.
Yeah, Jody Wagner and Mallory Legier from Salesforce will be there. So it's going to be a good group. Financial Services Demo Jam is then in March 21. So lots coming up. Join us for all of that. Thank you all for coming today. And you can watch the replay on appdemojam.com. Have a good one.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.